At Neumark-Nord in Germany, Neanderthals broke at least 172 large mammals for fat. Not for trophies, not for dinner scraps. They smashed bones into fragments, heated them in water, then skimmed grease from the top. A 125,000-year-old butcher shop. And the prize wasn't meat. That's the part your fridge gets wrong. Your body doesn't crave steak by accident. It wants energy it can spend. Protein is building material. Fat is fuel. And ancient humans lived near empty. Cold mornings, long walks, no pantry, no backup. A lean carcass could save you, but only for a while. Too much lean protein can poison you. Your liver has a ceiling. A study put the danger zone near 35 to 40% of calories from protein. After that, nitrogen becomes waste your body must dump. That's the old fear behind rabbit starvation. Plenty of meat, not enough fat, sick anyway. So ancient people hunted animals, but they hunted the soft, hidden parts harder. Marrow inside long bones, grease inside spongy bone, brains inside skulls, organs under ribs. Your steak aisle is the edited version. They wanted the whole animal. The first trick wasn't a spear, it was a sharp stone. At Donno in Ethiopia, cut-marked bones appear around 2.6 million years ago. At Buri in Ethiopia, bones show slicing and hammering near 2.5 million years ago. A flake did what teeth couldn't. It opened hide, stripped flesh, cracked bone, saved chewing. A 2016 study modeled a raw diet. With sliced meat and pounded roots, chewing effort fell about 13%. That could mean nearly 2 million fewer chews a year. Your jaw is living inside that bargain, and stone flakes are only the beginning. The deeper you go, the stranger the appetite gets, until you reach prey so large it could feed a group like a moving warehouse. But before that, there's a stranger crime scene. At Nyanga in Kenya, near Lake Victoria, stone tools sat beside butchered hippo bones. The date was about 2.9 million years ago. Hippo skin is a shield. A stone flake turns it into food. But the teeth found nearby were not clearly Homo. They belonged to Paranthropus, a heavy-jawed cousin with a different face. So the meat revolution may not have started with us. It may have started as an experiment. Many hominins tried the same trick. Your body carries the winner's version. Cut first, chew less, swallow more, move on. Then, at Kungera South in Kenya, the record stops looking like luck. Animal foods show up again and again, across hundreds or thousands of years. Not one carcass, a habit. At Olduvai Gorge in Tanzania, the FLK Zinj site held tools and butchered bones. Some researchers counted portions from at least 48 large mammals, carried there, cut there, shared there. This wasn't just eating, it was logistics. Who cuts? Who guards? Who gets marrow? Who leaves hungry? Meat created politics before kings existed, and now the stakes move inside your skull. Human brains are expensive. Even at rest, yours burns through energy. Big brains need reliable calories, but big guts are expensive too. One theory says humans traded gut for brain. Less digestive machinery, better food, more processing outside the body. Stone did part of the mouth's job. Fire did part of the stomach's job. Sharing did part of hunger's job. That's why a carcass mattered. It wasn't just protein, it was energy you could unlock. At Wonderwork Cave in South Africa, burned bone and ash sit in million-year-old sediments. At Gesher Benot Yaakov in Israel, a 780,000-year-old site held fish remains, more than 40,000 freshwater fish pieces. The pattern suggested heat. Fish changed the equation. Softer flesh, safer food, more calories kept. Your body still prefers food that's been pre-digested by tools and heat. That's what cooking is. Cheating beautifully. Later, in Ice Age Europe, bone chemistry tells a harder story. Many Neanderthals got most of their protein from large herbivores. Chemically, they looked like top predators. But protein isn't the whole meal. Teeth from Shanidar Cave in Iraq and Spy Cave in Belgium held plant starches in old calculus. Some starch looked cooked. At Gesher Benot Yaakov, people used 55 kinds of edible plants. Nuts, fruits, seeds, roots. So no, your species wasn't built on one food. It was built on switching. Eat the deer, dig the tuber, crack the nut, boil the bone, survive the week. Now the moving warehouse comes back. At Gesher Benot Yaakov, elephants supplied about 61% of consumed animal calories in some layers. Not because elephants were common, because one animal carried a world. Meat, fat, marrow, brain, hide, tendon, bone, tools. A mammoth could hold millions of calories. A bison could hold hundreds of thousands. That scale changes behavior. A failed berry patch disappoints you. A failed failed mammoth hunt empties everyone, so the kill became a social event, dangerous, bloody, unequal, but also binding. This is the turn people miss. The story isn't just hunger, it's trust. At Willamayapachica in Peru, a 9,000-year-old young woman was buried with big game hunting tools, projectile points, processing tools, a life remembered through work. The old cartoon says men hunted, women gathered. The ground in Peru said something quieter. People did what the group needed. A carcass forced hands together. Someone tracked, someone struck, someone cut, someone carried, someone fed a child. That's the warm part. Meat wasn't only taking life, it was keeping each other alive. None of this means your dinner has one correct answer. Ancient people didn't have supermarkets. They had seasons, injuries, smoke, starving days. Claims that humans never ate meat collapse here. Claims that humans evolved to eat only meat collapse too. Your body is not a manifesto. It's a toolkit. Then the biggest animals started vanishing. Across many places, large prey shrank or disappeared. The fat packages got smaller. People widened the menu. More fish, more small game, more grinding stones, more plants, better weapons, eventually fields. Maybe grain didn't win because it was better. Maybe it won because the walking batteries were gone. That should make your grocery store feel strange. Every aisle is an answer to an old shortage, but your cravings still speak older language. Fat means safety. Salt means blood. Sweet means rare fruit. Smoke means someone stayed awake. The ancient meat question was never about steak. It was about finding enough energy to see tomorrow. A carcass was a battery with a skin around it. And for most of human life, someone had to open it. With stone, with fire, with other people. You might be the first human in your line who can be bored in front of food. That's not normal. That's the miracle.